Hello, hello.
Hey, Liv.
Jen and Jason, how's it going?
Wonderful. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so for those of you who do not know Liv, she is on the Figueroa team out in Orlando, right? Is that where you primarily focus?
That's right.
And so we wanted to have her on today because we just wanted her to share her story. It's actually one of those things that's super exciting, and we love seeing agent success like this. So she was one of those agents that kind of came into the business, dabbled in it a little bit, and then kind of went from zero to, we call her zero to hero, right? She kind of came out of the gate and was killing it. And so, you know, we always have a lot of top producers on and like people who've already hit this level. But I would love for people to hear from you, you know, where you're starting from as a new agent, even and bringing it up and how you're taking off. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, you know, and I'm just so humbled to be on the show, and I still can't believe it how it happened. You know, I have to just pause and think back, you know, from 0 to 15 homes. I guess I was just grinding, doing my own thing, and then it happened.
Yeah, so tell us, when did you get licensed?
I got licensed a little over 3 years ago. So It's been a while. And I started off initially as a single agent, part-time, which was not the best recipe for success. You know, I wanted to have my comfortable, cushy corporate job with the insurance, with the paycheck. And at the same time, I wanted to kind of ease into real estate. I changed a few brokerages. You know, I went to Century 21 first. I switched to Charles Rutenberg afterwards. But looking back, I really not only did not have the systems in place, the processes, the mentors to follow an inspiration or the schedule, you know. So not much has happened in my first two and a half years of real estate, to be honest with you.
When did you make the decision to say, I'm going all in, like I'm going to make this happen?
Oh, gosh. So I have to mention my good friends, Valerie and Michelle. They are realtors. They have been my inspiration, and they have always been, you know, encouraging me. Hey, you got to switch over. You got to be all in. You know, you can't cross the chasm in 2 small steps. You got to make a big jump. So it happened for me when I went to a Tony Robbins conference in Miami, and we walked on fire. Actually, Veronica Figueroa was there. 70 other agents from eXp Realty were there. And that moment when I just burned my feet and I crossed over that fire, I felt like, oh my God, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a person there because we were doing a lot of exercises in the workshop. And I kind of asked them, hey, I want to go into real estate full time. When should I leave my corporate job? I don't know. And he told me one thing I will never forget. He said, listen, you are not asking the right question here. The right question is, when should you start working on your dream? And that kind of clicked for me in my mind. And
that's awesome.
I told my boss, quit my job, and jumped in real estate full time.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. So you did that. That was the Tony Robbins event was back in, what was it, January? Is that when that was?
Well, that was actually in November. So I took a couple of months to plan and to feel comfortable with it. And then come February 1st, I just I joined the Figueroa team. I got introduced to Veronica. I used to hear a lot about her. Everybody would say, you should join her team. You should join her team.
Yeah.
And I finally did.
That's great. And it's a great team, right? You guys are the #1 team in the Orlando market.
Absolutely. Yes. The team is just amazing. We're the only local broker partner preferred of Zillow. So we help sellers in different ways. There's about 40 agents right now. So we are definitely growing. One of my favorite things about being part of the team is, aside from, you know, the software and the training, everything, is really the motivation and inspiration. Because every single morning, and I'm sure you guys do that with your team too, from Monday to Friday, 8:30, we have a quick 30-minute meeting that really kind of jumpstarts our day. Veronica sometimes brings us different speakers, successful top producers. Gary Vee's sister was on too. Yeah. So we kind of learned different tips. I got started on video recently, and I was just so uncomfortable. You know, I didn't know, what am I going to do? What am I going to say on camera? And Gary Vee's sister, Liz Novello, she just told us, listen, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to create content. Just document your day. Yeah. So that's what I started doing. There's a pool. Oh, there's a house. Oh, there's a restaurant in the community.
Yeah, and we follow your Facebook, and we love your live videos. They're super informative. We love the interaction that you have with it. And all in all, you're educating the market and the value that you bring to the clients that you serve.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, that's definitely my goal, to help people. I do have a coaching background. So my ultimate goal, I mean, I do virtual seminars. I educate my buyers every single month. And that's one of my passions as well.
Awesome.
That's awesome. So you said that when you decided to go full time, did you immediately decide that you wanted to be on a team, or was that something that, as you were thinking, did you think about single agent team, whatever? How did that process come about?
Yeah. So my friends that I admired so much, Valerie and Michelle, they recommended the team. Given my unsuccessful track record for 2 years, nothing, I almost gave up. I just really needed the systems and the training and support. And initially, I interviewed with Veronica Figueroa, but I also wanted to give a chance to other couple big brokerages. Mm-hmm. I wanted to interview their teams as well. And ultimately, I mean, none of those brokerages had the heartfelt energy and the fire that Veronica's team had. And we were connected with Tony Robbins, and we kind of had the same energy and vibes. So I really enjoy it.
Yeah, no, there is something super special about her energy. Like, she just has such a gift. Like, we obviously adore her. That's why we, came over and to EXP just to be in her network, because, she inspires us as leaders and as team leaders. And that's one of the things that I'm always so interested to hear from other team members. Like, what makes that team work? What makes you stay on the team, right? Because the reality of it is a team can help somebody get started, right? But then once you start having that success, why do you stay? Like, what is that glue that keeps everybody together and that family together? And so for you, now you're having success, right? You went from 0 to 15 in just a few months.
Right. Yes. What is the glue? Well, I mean, we even had some top producers that really got high up there. They left the team and they decided to come back. It's really a lot of good people. It's not just the support. Everybody's very kind. I hopped on a team and I could call somebody at 10 o'clock at night to write an offer because I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I was so surprised they would just take the time to just spend that, because we all know real estate is busy. You don't have time to help others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, for us, that's the big thing. I think a lot of people, and from what we see from our side as like team leaders, right? We'll interview, somebody will come to the team and they'll interview to be on the team, and they're like, I want leads. And I just hope, it's so hard to get through to them that the whole dynamic of a team is so much greater than leads, right?
Yeah, we're not fighting over the leads. I mean, we have an abundance, and we even, hey, if somebody talked to that lead, okay, there you go, have it, because I have a database of 300 people that I'm working with now that I've been gathering since February,
Love it. Liv, so what is your why? What makes you get up every morning, stay motivated? You went from not doing it super efficient to now doing it very highly efficient. And what keeps you motivated every day to keep that going?
Absolutely. I mean, I got to have a why. My goal is not just survival, because if it was, then I would not get up in the morning that excited. My why is actually posted big on my dream board. It's posted on my mirror. It's posted in my car. And it's actually my first short-term goal and why is to get an investment property and live rent-free next year. Yeah. Where I divide it into two. Half of it is for Airbnb. Half of it is for me and my family, living there rent-free. And then from there, I would like to get more properties.
I love it.
And do that. And also not so much financial independence, but as, freedom, life choices, freedom, being able to work wherever I want and being creative. And eventually, I started a show as well, a live show. It's called Live with Livia.
I'm so excited to see that.
Yeah.
Inspired by you guys.
Thank you.
And ultimately, I wanted to be a platform to just educate people. I haven't really figured out my long-term goal, but real estate is not just about helping people get into homes. It's so much more.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. So you have a dream board, a vision board, right?
Well, I have 3 of them, but
because your dreams are that big. I love it.
Yeah, they're kind of big. So I have one for the business that's really heavy. I can't hold it over. But I wanted to show you. Actually, this is the one that I started with in February 1st, and this was blank and empty, right? I don't know if you can see much.
Yeah.
But this is basically a sales funnel, right? So I would just start the people that I meet as they get pre-qualified, then they trickle over here. Look at these fun things. These are
Are those pictures of the people that you sold the houses to?
Oh, actually, no. They're just pictures of people because,
Okay.
see, I wasn't trying to get focused on the money or on the home. I was trying to get focused on the people that I'm helping, you know? So then eventually 2 months in, this just got too small. So I got 2 other boards to put everybody. And I don't use this one anymore.
I love it. That's great.
Yes.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about like what you're seeing there in the Orlando market, because I know what's going on here in Tampa, but
Goodness, it is craziness, you know, a shortage of inventory. I had a showing scheduled for a house up in Longwood, North Orlando, that got canceled. The guy had 20 offers on the table on the same day. He said, don't even bother coming. We have plenty. We have enough. And I'm trying to educate my buyers, you know, it's not the time to be like, let's offer 15,000 under the listing price, see what happens. Let's wait a bit. But I think they have to learn on their own, right? So they have to do a couple of houses before they decide to take action. Yeah, the prices are still staying strong. In fact, you know, properties go, if not a list price, a little higher than that just because of the demand and the multiple offers.
Absolutely.
Are you seeing a huge influx of buyers from up north moving down?
So much. Goodness. Yes. Actually, I had 3 people that bought houses from me in the past 2 months without even seeing the home. We did everything virtual, like virtual tours, inspection, virtual appointment with the lender, and virtual walkthroughs. So they just saw the house when they moved in.
Yeah, we had that happen too. It's been crazy. People are just flocking down from up north because their jobs went virtual. So now they can live down here or work down, you know, it's just been, I mean, it's exciting. It's great, but it's been very, very interesting. The market, like we listed a house. I mean, we had 18 showings the first day and 8 offers. Like,
oh my God, that is insane! Wow,
like it was crazy.
Yeah, and some of the things that we're doing is educating our team members to educate the clients on get creative, right? Because every nice house that's priced right is going to be in a multiple offer situation throughout all of Florida right now, in a lot of parts of the country, right? So get a little creative as far as asking what for the sellers, what's better for them? Is it just price driven, or are leasebacks important, right? How many people are so stressed out because they're like, okay, I have to sell and close on my house today and move out of my house on the same day. So one of the conversations we just had with our team was ask them if a leaseback for 1 week, 2 weeks, 30 days would be advantageous, because that helps your buyers get more leverage on the listing. The other thing I thought was super creative was offer to pay for their moving truck.
Oh, really? That's amazing. I love that. One thing that I found successful is letters, you know, write a letter with the offer, whether you're a member of the community, a fireman, or, you know, so I had a couple of my teammates win offers just because of the letters.
Yes.
We've been doing that as well. I think it's just
great.
It's important for people to understand like the terms are just as important as the price. You know, sometimes it's more important, especially in these circumstances.
Absolutely.
So I guess I want to ask you, one of the questions I had is like, we always have so many new agents and people getting licensed. What is the number one piece of advice you would give them, like a newly licensed agent?
Oh gosh, a newly licensed agent. Let's see. Well, first of all, I mean, stay positive and just do your daily actions, because a lot of times, you know, we get down on ourselves. It's discouraging, right? You're just getting out there working and you don't see the contracts, the offers coming through. So I would just say, stay positive, do your daily activities, stick to a schedule. And number one thing that I just really love doing and has worked for me in my business is calling. I mean, call people on the phone or on Facebook. In February, when I started, I did 1,000 calls.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Yeah, we have a system on the Figueroa team, a software that kind of tracks everything. So it was 1,000 calls. Yeah, just make your calls. I don't know if you have your leads, or just get like a Redx, do the circle prospecting. Also, just continue learning. You know, every couple of days I watch YouTube videos of top producers and I kind of take their ideas. Ricky Caruth is one of my favorite. He really promotes cold calling.
Yeah.
So those are just my 2 cents. Oh, and video. Every time I meet somebody new, I text message a video on the phone.
Yes.
This way they see my face instead of just like a number that they can ignore or a name.
Right.
Yeah.
And for the other agents out there that are watching, that's a golden nugget right there, right? Like that's something that's so easy to do, does not cost you anything extra, but makes you stand out versus all the other agents that they talk to. Because now you've personalized reaching out to them more than 99% of the other agents that have called them.
Yeah. You've made a human, right? You've made a human connection versus just, a lot of times I even sent videos. It's funny that you say that. I send text messages. I'm like, hey, I just want to send you a video introducing myself. I'm not some scary, crazy person on the internet.
Right.
Like, I'll make a joke about it. Like,
I hold my teeth in my mouth. Yeah.
I know, like, I'm not crazy. I'm not scary. I mean, maybe sometimes he thinks I'm crazy, but no, I think it's such a good way to just break the ice with people, and it really is effective.
It is. Yeah.
It totally is. Yes. Video.
Yeah.
People know.
I love when people say, I don't like doing video. I mean, I've had to come to terms with it. I'm like, we're such critics of ourselves, right? And I've had to realize, like, I look like what I look like regardless.
Yeah, for the first few months, I was making a video and I was just like Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, he doesn't watch his movies. He just shoots the movie and never watches them. That's how I was. I refused to even hear my voice or see myself on camera. But now I guess I'm just warming up to myself and getting used to it.
Yeah. No, we're our worst critics, so we're so hard on ourselves. I have another question. Oh, yeah. So the other question I had is, so obviously you've gotten to a couple different brokerages. You joined a team, which you have one of the best team leaders in the industry, but also, as far as being a part of EXP, I wanted to hear from a team member's perspective, like, what do you think about being a part of EXP and the Honey Badgers and this whole group?
Yeah, so EXP is definitely my favorite part about it is that it's virtual, right? So you can just basically create an avatar and walk into a class and attend all sort of different trainings. You can belong to groups and mastermind with a lot of people. And not to mention the revenue share and also the passive income that you can get, by inspiring other agents, bringing them on the team, or, well, it doesn't have to be on the team or on their EXP.
Right.
They can be from all over the country, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Different continents, because we are expanding. So it's just really, really a modern office, so to say. I love it. I'm happy with my decision.
One of the things that us as team leaders, that was a huge motivation for us to come over to EXP was, just like you said, the accessibility to the trainings, but not only that you can log in whenever, because even when you're a producing agent and you have inspections and you have walkthroughs and closings, there'd be a great training being held at the office where we were at, but I couldn't go. And then I was super, you know what I'm saying? So this way, if I can't go, I can log in that night and watch it, or, log in whenever it's convenient for me. But one of the things that I loved was just how open they are to all agents. I felt like a lot of brokerages, there were things that you had to be at a certain production level to be invited to go, or you had to be, I don't know, I just felt like they always kind of like separated it. Whereas I feel like EXP, it's all these team leaders, all these, it's just the abundance of information. It's actually, I'm sure you came over right about the same time we did. It's almost like overwhelming how much comes at you. But
so many trainings, you don't know where to go next.
Yeah, but I just think it's so awesome that everybody's so, I guess, collaborative and open and willing to share and help each other, like you said. It's just, I think it's a very unique environment.
Yeah.
It definitely is a very cool model. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. So I don't know, but thank you so much for taking the time for, chatting with us. I think that your story is incredible, and I think that it's awesome for you to be able to inspire other agents who say, I really want to do this, but it is, like you said, it's scary, right? To make that job.
Yeah, when you don't have an income and you don't know when the next paycheck is coming, So at least I would encourage every new agent to consider a team, at least for the first year, just build your experience, learn about real estate, have people that you can turn to that can motivate you, because it can be daunting. I mean, I've been through that for 2 years. My vision boards were blank. I had nothing on it.
Yeah.
And then, all of a sudden it's a lot of abundance. So that's a great stepping stone.
We love it. And Liv, where can people tune into your show?
Yes, so my show, Live with Livia, is on my Facebook page via StreamYard. I do it weekly now, but I'm going to switch to bi-weekly. No,
Okay.
I'm twice a week, and it's on Livia Petraru Facebook page.
Wonderful.
Yay, awesome. I'm so excited to see it.
Thank you for having me over. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Awesome.
Thank
And I
you.
can't wait till we can, all this opens up and we can see each other at some of these events. And
I know, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Soon, very soon.
Yeah, sure.
cool. Well, have a great
Awesome.
day.
Thanks,
Thank
Liv.
you.
Good day too. Bye.